Hey everyone, Chaos Cross of Old School Studios here for the next episode of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. In the last episode, we went through the ridiculous long journey of going through Route 6 and also the SS Anne in Vermilion City. And we were able to get our first secret technique chopped down. In this episode, we're gonna finally go against the third gym leader, Lieutenant Surge, because we couldn't since there was a small tree being blocked that we couldn't get past first. All right, let's get down here. And finally go through here, and we are done. Finally. That was ridiculous. Okay, I know this is already somewhat established, but why is it that the partner of Pokemon is more animated than the freaking than the protagonist? Because it's like that with everyone. Because they can't talk. Red. Blue, technically, if you're not doing, well, not blue, whoever the female is. Yo, champ in the making. Beyond this point is the Vermilion City Gym, but you'll need to chop that tree down first. But I think you and Eevee will have no trouble slicing it through. Go on, give it a shot. Seems this tree can be chopped down. Yep, use chop down. Good work. You chop down that troublesome tree and open the way to the gym. And that means you can challenge the gym now. I'll be waiting for you there. Alright. Before we do that, I actually want to go ahead and do some preparations. So first off, we're going to go ahead and head back to Cerulean City, because I want to give Eevee a new move. Alright, first off, go ahead and go through the underground tunnel. Although we'll see some items we can get. Oh. Maybe not talking Pidgeotto. I mean, nothing's wrong with Pidgeotto. As I said, that's one of my favorite flying types along with Staraptor. Don't get me wrong, I like Corviknight. It's a good one, but I prefer Staraptor and Pidgeot. It just looks so cool, they really do. I already know it's somewhat widely known, but Gen 4 has probably some of the best Pokemon designs I've ever seen. Protera looks so amazing, just the fact that it looks like they pretty much took some inspiration from like Buddhism or something. Alright, here's the tree. Yep, we can go ahead and go down there and we'll get some stuff done. Next up, we want to go into the Pokemon Center to talk to the Move Tutor. Yep, let's go ahead and learn Sizzly Slide and get rid of... good question. You know what? I think Fight is probably the best option for that. Alright, next. I want to go to the bag, TM case, and something for dig. Well, can learn it. Chew, Eevee, and Rattata. Alright, let's do Eevee. Also, how weird is it that that an electric type can learn a ground type move? Alright, so finally got that learned, and we're gonna go back inside because I need to heal. Alright, now that that's done, let's head back to Vermilion City and finally go against the third gym leader. Yeah, this is kind of operating on how it was with some of the other stuff for in the old games. The tree isn't gone. It's gone for a moment, but not permanently, and I find that a little annoying. Can I finally go through here? Oh wait, that's right, I need a T. So, never mind. Okay, let's head back through here. There. Alright, and I know it was already talked about when we went through the underground tunnel in the first place, but anytime that you see Eevee's tail go crazy, like point straight up, press A in front of you and you'll be able to find items. Like I found that nugget. That's already free money. Okay. I did not even go against this guy. That's weird. I thought I did. Oh wait, that's right. I remember saying, "Oh, that would have been a double battle," but it did not. Right. Well, Sprout, how funny that I just equipped Sizzly Slide. Alright, awesome, Eevee. 89 points, and he's level 23, that's already gonna start helping. Yeah, in my notes, most Pokemon in the Vermilion City Gym are around like the early 20s, so probably around like level 22, 23. With the gym leader himself having Pokemon that are level 25 at least. With his ace Pokemon being level 26. Okay, go through here. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? The tree comes back, so yeah. Okay, let's start on this gym. The classic annoying thing here. Alright, I've been waiting for you, champ in the making. Lieutenant Surge is the gym leader in the city. He's an expert on electric type Pokemon and a real tough guy. Flying and water type don't do well matched up against electric. You'll also want to watch out so your Pokemon don't get stuck paralyzed. And here's my last tip. Lieutenant Surge is cautious type. Put barriers between himself and the rest of this room too, so it won't be easy getting. This is no place for kids, not even if you're good at Pokemon. Well, what if I'm not good at Pokemon? Okay, so first up is a Magnemite. As I said, it's good down level 23 already, and I got Sizzly Slide as one of the moves, since the Magnemite is an electric and steel type. Dang! And it's burned? That is lucky. Do some Thunder Shock. Taking care of a little bit of that. and knocking out Magnemite. That's amazing. I did not plan that, and I'm honestly glad that it happened. Pikachu is level 17. And beat Dwayne. Well, surprised me. Okay, good. I'm a lightweight, but I'm good with electricity. That's why I joined this gym. Rocker Bailey. They changed how the trainer is, and I don't like it. Originally, the Rocker had a freaking guitar and looked sick, but now he looks like a guy who's protesting about some kind of new subway line being built or something. Alright, Voltorb using Thunder Shock. Yep, using Dig to try to go ahead and beat this. Aha. So there's a few things I actually learned about certain moves yesterday. Alright, good there. Bellsprout is level 20, awesome. And another Voltorb? Okay. There are quite a few moves that actually will get away, well, like, not be in the arena, and then pop back up like you saw with Dig. 3 moves that I know of at least, probably a couple more, but I don't know them. That is Fly, Dig, and Dive. The Fly goes up in the sky, and that's it. With Dig, goes in the ground, and with Dive goes in the water. There are certain moves that actually will hit even if the Pokemon is not in the arena. With Fly, if you use certain moves like Thunder Shock, Thunder, and other moves like that, it will hit them. With Dig, Earthquake will hit it. And, let me give you a hint for the double barriers. If you push the first switch, you need to push the second switch right after. 2 switches are adjacent to each other. So that's the gimmick of this place. Yeah, compared to the other gyms, this place actually has a gimmick. You need to find 2 switches that are in the trash cans, and these, as you just said, they'll be right next to each other. Alright, let's talk to this guy here. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict CO. He was a hard taskmaster. I mean, okay. Also, what is it with them and not going into details about their wars? Alright, sorry. Once I get through the little spiel that I said about certain moves hitting other certain moves, and I'll get into that. Alright, use Dig on the Pikachu. Alright, and the final move that I said was in that trio is Dive. Only move that will hit it is Surf, and that's kind of weird. Critical hit on Pikachu, awesome. You got 140 points. No one else got level up. Okay. Alright. Are you having trouble reaching Lieutenant Surge? Why don't you check a trash can next to the blue trash can? Okay, I'll talk. I heard there isn't a switch in any trash cans next to the red trash can. So let's try this. Okay. Yep. So if it's not next to a red, then I think it's probably this one. Yep. When I was a kid, I did not think to actually talk to the trainers, so it took me probably like 15-20 minutes when I was doing that in my playthrough of Leaf Green and Fire Red. So, the more you know. Alright, let's go back out there so I can heal real quick. Okay, so back to what I was saying about Pokemon World and Wars. When X and Y came out, It brought forth one of the biggest mysteries in the Pokemon world. The Paldean War. Sorry, not Paldean. I'm getting confused. The Kalos War. 3,000 years ago. For those who have not played Pokemon X and Y, I'll give you a quick history lesson. There's a war going on in the Kalos region. We're not really sure who else it was against, but there are theories such as the Paldean region. But anyway, Paldea is from Scarlet and Violet. So the king had a Pokemon named Floette. It's a little fairy type on a flower, which weird enough, it's not considered a grass type, but anyway. And basically the Floette died, and so the king decided to go ahead and make this weapon, this thing that would grant its Pokemon eternal life, and it did that, but then, after the Pokemon left him, he turned it into a weapon to stop the war, and so it did. And so, like, there's a bunch of mysteries that we don't know about. One of them being the Paldean region was who the king was against, mainly because there's a bunch of Floette, and also it's a giant freaking crater with a bunch of crystals around it. And if you're playing Scarlet, there's also Roaring Moon, which is a past Paradox version of Salamence that looks suspiciously like Mega Salamence, but, that's one of the theories. Alright, let's go ahead and finally go against Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Hoot, welcome to the Vermilion City Gym. Will you look at that, a pint-sized trainer. You got big and brassy nerves to take me on with your puny power. Good wording there, Pokemon Company. A Pokemon battle is war. I'll show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender. Alright, here we go with our third gym leader, Lieutenant Surge. First Pokemon is gonna be, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. First Pokemon is a level 25 Voltorb with the moves Thunderbolt, Swift, and Light Screen. So real quick, moves like Light Screen and what's the other one? Reflect? Yeah, Light Screen and Reflect are certain moves that will have increased defense against certain types of moves. Light Screen is good for special moves, and Reflect is for physical moves. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Dig. Ooh. Alright, please knock it out, please knock it out. Aha. And almost knocks it out. That's good, though. Using Thunderbolt again. It gets knocked out. It's a good thing I have. Sorry. A couple revives. Voltorb is down. We got 164 points. What else leveled up? Next up, Magnemite. Alright, his next Pokemon is going to be a level 25 Magnemite with the moves Thunderbolt and Sonic Boom. In that case, we're going to go ahead and use Sizzly Slide. Ooh, or maybe it would have been best to use Dig for the quad boost, but oh well. And it got burned again. Oh man, that's... Oh, that was close. Alright. I'm gonna have to do this. Switch out with Pikachu actually would be the best choice. Yep. Definitely would be the best choice right now. Oh! That was close. Alright, so go into my bag. I think I have, yep, Super Potion. Restore Eevee's HP. Sorry, Pikachu. Ooh, that's close. Alright, bringing out my Eevee. Okay. Then finally use Dig. Yep. Even if it doesn't hit it, it'll still faint because of the burn. Yeah, see, that was probably like 2 or 3 points left on it. Alright, Eevee got 162 points. No one else leveled up. And finally, its last Pokemon, Raichu. This last Pokemon is a level 26 Raichu with the moves Thunderbolt, Quick Attack, and Double Kick. Yeah, that was smart to use Dig before it got half of its HP down. Even if it's not quick, this will still knock it out. Oh yeah, because that took out almost half my HP as well. Actually, it was half. Okay, Thunderbolt again, and then knock out the Raichu. Good. If you got 442 points, awesome. That was close. Ivysaur is level 20. Rattata is level 17. Now that's a shocker. You're a real deal, kid. 4,160 Poké Dollars for winning. And here we go. Fine, then take a Thunder Badge. You got a Thunder Badge from Lieutenant Surge. And that's not all. You're special, kid. Take this. His autograph. Don't worry. That's not all I'm giving you. And get TM36 Thunderbolt. Yep, takes the electrifying Thunderbolt. Teach it to an electric type Pokemon for some extra shock value. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Heal. All right. Sorry about that. Just chat with Matt. So we have finally beaten Lieutenant Surge, gotten our 3rd badge, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and end this here. So in this episode, we were able to beat Lieutenant Surge and get our 3rd badge, and the next episode, we're gonna go ahead and continue our journey and see what else we can do. This is Chaos Cross of Old School Studios. See you guys then.